Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse and it is February 1st, and if you can tell by the excitement in my voice and the examples that you're seeing here, this month's Kit Club is wonderful. Everything is blooming and looking beautiful, and these products will assist you in creating fabulous cards and projects, and a lot of these cards can be applied all year long. Use them for all occasions, namely birthday, thank you cards, sympathy cards, get well soon cards, anniversary cards, Easter cards. You can see the Easter bunny right here. So Easter cards as well. In this video, I'm going to do it in pieces, meaning what you're going to see in this video is the small die of the month, large die of the month, Glimmer Hot Foil of the month, and also the embossing folders of the month. I'm going to put these together in here because they're mixed in here, and also you can get bundles. One bundle that was a particular favorite of mine was the small die of the month, large die of the month, with the Glimmer Hot Foil plates of the month if you wish, or just do small die, large die. Those were usually what I always went for, and also the embossing folders. But now we have the stitching club too, so that would have been added to it if it was available before this year. Alrighty crafters, let's go right into it. Let's get started. Alright crafters, here are the different Kit Club items, and you can purchase each one separately if you wish, or also bundle together. So listed below, I will put the Kit Club, a general overview, so you can see all these sets individually and their examples. I'll also put a link for the value kits and also the total package. Total package means you want everything, including the card kit of the month, which I don't have, but that would also be included with it. And then you could have loads of fun with everything. So there is that all-in-one package at $100 plus free shipping. And most of these items, once the Kit Club is over in February, just looking at this alone, you're looking at $40, okay? So it does add up if you purchase it later on, or you're going to have to wait a while to see if it does go on sale, if ever. It's not guaranteed that it's going to go on sale, okay? Let's start off with the dies. By far favorite, this is the one that I kept on using over and over again. We have the large die of the month, Spring Reflection Dies. Love. And I'm going to be doing a little sidebar with this one because this is such a versatile set. Like if your budget can only do one, I'd get this one. Seriously. You get sentiments here. Hello spring, happy Easter, thank you. This makes it exciting. This makes it exciting. These florals, that's the icing on the cake of the exciting. Okay? So this one, fabulous. This is a true A2 card. So you're looking at 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and you're even getting that outline of just cutting bases for your A2 cards outside of this set. We'll talk about, like I said, we're going to go into detail with that one because she's really, really sweet. Then we have the small die of the month, Floral Mini Tiles. This one is a 17-piece set. I know this looks weird right here, all these little cutouts, right? But what it is that you layer this up. These are the cut bits. That is the shapes of these florals, but you can also take it out and just cut solid. So depending on how much creativity you want to put in the card, you could have solid bits, then you could have these tiles in there with the florals. Think of this set as your geometric floral fun die set. Think of this one like that. Love. You get the hexagon, you get the diamond, you get a teardrop, and then you get this cute, I don't know what you would call this. It's kind of like a Moroccan style to me, I guess. Hourglass maybe. And then all the florals to layer up. And I love, again, all these florals. Just fabulous. And you can use these beyond each set. Both of them, magical. And you could get small die and large die if you wish. You could just get just those two. Bundle that. Next, Glimmer Hot Foil plate of the month. We have tulip border. So are you ready for spring crafting and Easter? Oh yes, with all of these sets? Oh, definitely. So you can start playing with all those fun colors. This one is roughly, I'll give you the width, almost 5 1/2 inch wide, height 2 3/4 inch. You could just hot foil on a panel and then put the sentiment. And the sentiment also has a little strip here. The sentiments are Hope Blooms and sending flowers and a smile. But you could also just cut around this with that die. Cut around this shape right here. Super duper nice. Tulip border. We'll go into that once I pull out that example, okay? 2 embossing folders of the month. One is a 2D embossing folder and one is a 3D embossing folder. Fun and excitement. All right. So pretty. This one is called Hydrangea Blooms. Now, when it comes to these kit clubs, shipping is free. If your budget is super tight and you can only do one thing, the embossing folder of the month, I mean, everything is already specially marked anyway. But this one is like $9 a month. Free shipping. This is so pretty. Hydrangea Blooms. Here it is. Look at that detail. Again, oversized embossing folders. And you know, I just can't get enough of these oversized embossing folders. 5.5-inch wide, 8.5-inch tall. Room for you to play and make all different sizes of cards. Look at that one. So pretty. So you could do hydrangea blooms. And this one would be separate from the 3D embossing folder. 3D embossing folder, you're looking at the universal plate system, okay? This one, spring burst. You know I love that. As soon as it said burst, I'm like, ooh, movement. That's a movement. Movement embossing folder. Love. Here it is on this example. So let's talk about where the burst is. Here is the burst. The leaves, the curling of the leaves, which almost look, let me show it to you right here. Almost like a paisley shape. See the curl and the burst? So you have like a center floral and then the burst with the leaves. And it's really pretty. This one, oh, spring burst. Hello. And I played with this one a lot because I loved this one and I kept on using this one. And then I finally said, wait a second, I got to play with the 3D. And I used that one and I'm like, I only used it on one example. You will be seeing this one a lot because I love florals. I love floral cards. Christmas was great. The holidays was great. I had a ton of fun and all those colors, but now I am ready to lighten things up, brighten things up and have fun. And these embossing folders are getting me there. They are the great foundations to help you build beauty on. Look at that card. Okay. Yeah. Excitement. I know. They're just so pretty. That's the thing. Pretty. Can't get past pretty. So let's start off first with the large die of the month. Spring Reflection Dies. Love so much that I made not 1, not 2, 4 cards with it. And you know I'm going to tell you why. Wonderful die set. Very easy to work with too. First, here's your A2 card based die. You can use this with this die set. You can also use it on other projects because it's just a sweet rectangle to get your project started. So think of that like a bonus on this set. Then we have decorative drop-ins. These two right here that create this shape. And what I really love about this set is so many choices. 1, we have this leaf looking panel. 2, we have this more geometric panel. Option 1, you just double it. 1, 2. Option 2, just double it. So instead of giving you both of just this, we have expanded it with this. And here they are side by side. Love that. You can choose to use it. You can choose not to use it. Didn't use it here. You see what I'm saying? All 3 cards, but definitely different too at the same time. Then this is cool too. This little capsule shaped die. This is that centerpiece here. So the first card I made was this one, which is true to the example I saw. Where the word reflection comes into this for the spring reflection is that this will mirror that. If you want to use it, don't have to use it. You could do all 3 pieces and then come in with last month's club blooms and then do a whole thing or B-ball blooms. You don't have to stick with this, but this is so worth playing with. Yeah, it is. 4 cards. Come on. Do I have to say even more? That means that I didn't just make one example. I just kept playing. Here is the capsule. And then here is the reflection. So this reflects this. Now here's the beauty of the reflection. 2 styles of the reflection. 1 reflection, center florals, meaning that this is a standard flower. Open standard flower. This one open standard flower, the large, which is this. And then these little side ones. I call these sides. I don't know what you guys call this. A side view profile. I don't know. but I just love them. I just think it just adds so much movement and pretty on a card. So in this die set, you do get two options here again. So you get options here of how you want to decorate, and you get options here again. And then the more I would cut out of these is the more examples. And then this little bit are all these little blooms right here that you see. Love, 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 love. Okay, so I'm going to keep the die set close by as I talk about each card. Card number 1. There's a panel. This is a 2-card base. There's a capsule right there, that capsule die, which offers that focal point of the florals. Then here's the reflection. This one is the one with the 3 center florals. I call this center flower. Florals blooming straight out. So then you would do 2 small, 1 large, okay? It's fun and easy to play with. Here are my extras. Now, what I also found about this die set, which I think made me continue making cards, you could just cut this panel and build on it like so, and then put it down. You don't have to go anywhere with this. You could just build a bunch of these and have these as ready florals. You know, like how some crafters, Jennifer McGuire always talks about it, where she'll have a container filled with florals. I normally have pre-cut buds like these for bee bowl blooms. I can take it further with this set because now I have something to put it on, and then have these ready to go. So if you had a rough day at work, crafty mojo is low, but you want to do something, you don't have to think too hard about it. You just cut this background and then just layer up flowers, or just cut these flowers and have them ready and play on this. And then if you're like, okay, I want to do something, then you can just play with colors here and you just build on it. These are the odd looking shapes. That's where your little stars go into. I call these stars. They look like stars, but they're not stars, but you know what I mean. Floral stars. But that's where they fit. The only thing with these, notice how it's not an even shape. So you would take a pair of tweezers like so, and you play with placement to get it to fit properly. See how you can see a little bit there? So I would just turn it and play, and then to get the shape right. That's the only part that you have to kind of think about a little bit. That looks like it's actually accurate. And just get a pair of tweezers. Spellbinders has a fabulous pair of tweezers. I actually did buy it. I just don't have it on me right now. Get some tweezers and just play with that placement, and then apply some glue, and then you go. But this is what makes this set so fabulous. That's why you're seeing so many cards, is because I just kept on playing with these little panels over and over. So if you're doing this, you would cut 2. You could just, you know, have these ready to go. That's the beauty of these. So this could also be a project maybe that your kids can help you put together if you guys want to do some crafting, or you invite a non-crafty friend over, you know, let me show you about crafting, and you guys just make a bunch of florals. Then you can work on the bases. Card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, last card. Now, did you notice that there are some differences in my progression? First card, standard way. Second card, use a capsule, die cut into the panel itself. I put the die on the panel like so, and did almost like I'm making a shaker. Now you see how you can get ideas just from seeing that too. In and of itself, it's a frame. And what I did was do a recess. So I recessed this inner bit in the same colorway that's here. And this is mahogany cardstock, which I now think is sold out at Spellbinders. Asked to be notified when it comes back in stock because it's so pretty. So here is the mahogany recessed. And then I used foam on the side and popped it up. Could I have turned this into a shaker? Yeah. I could have done acetate, sprinkles, then the florals on the top, because I have this piece, this inner piece, which is such a nice, unique shape. I love this. I'm calling it a capsule. Yeah, it looks like a capsule. And then look how different the florals look. A little bit brighter, darker. This one I went a little bit lighter, and then also brighter here. And I think it works. Here I did shades of brown, and then I went lighter on this one. Dark here, but then this gives it the pop, that panel. Isn't that pretty? And these are both A2 cards. But oh, love, love, love. Look how pretty this is. And then there's that center. Thank you. You just layer up the die. There's my yellow tape ready to go. And then cut the thank you. Do you have to use this? No. You can use any sentiment you have. And in this case, I used one of my favorites, birthday unboxing hot foil. Love this set. Love this so much that the other day, one of the recent sales, bought a second one. When it went to that, I think it was the after Christmas when everything was half off, I got another one. I just love this because when I am hot foiling, I'd always have to keep waiting to then hot foil it again. So now I can do two at the same time. It's just lovely. And then here is the matching stamp set. Birthday unboxing sentiments. That's the same happy birthday, but you would need to get the hot foil plate to get the coordinating die. Okay? I will put links for all of this too. But that's what I had put here. So here's another use for birthday unboxing. You guys have seen this from me many times. Expect to see it many more. I love the font. I love the size. And I love how pretty she is. I did the spring reflection twice. Just one on the bottom, one on the top. And then I played with more colors here. I was starting to explore. Instead of it being where it's just two colors, here I did purple, yellow, and some blues. Then this one here, this is one of my favorites right here. This is the stamp of the month with the little bunny. This one is the pocket bunny stamps. Cute. And there is also the option if you want to get the coordinating dies. The dies only cut out these two though, not that one. But I did fussy cut this. Yeah, I liked it that much that I fussy cut it. And some of the sentiments too. This you could do stamp and die as a bundle or just the stamps only. So there's the stamp there with the bunny, okay? I just wanted to show you where it came from. This is like an Easter card on a background that I bought, super sale, around the middle of last year. It sat there waiting, waving at me going, please use me. And I just want to use the die set. And I finally took it out. So you can add this one to your wish list. Eyelet lace frame. Now the way this looks, this is reminding me of Becca Feekins. Very much Becca Feekin feeling. This one, though, is an oversized card. It is a true 5x7. But what I did differently, this is another set just like this one, where everything comes in pieces. You get the outer piece, which here you can see I did put some yellow tape. I laid it like this and ran it through the die cut machine as one. I wanted it as a framed background because it is pretty much taken over by the beautiful spring reflection and the bunny. I had colored the bunny with my Copic markers. And then I was like, what am I going to do with this with the pocket? And then an idea came to me. Had these two panels already cut. Layered up some florals based on the colorway that I had already colored before. That's why you're seeing this shade of yellow to match back to that. Put the little star flowers in white. And then here, these green gems are just giving me so much goodness on the cards lately. I have one left. So here is green gems. Then in here, this one is called Aura. A-U-R-A. It's sort of a yellow, but not, but is colorway. Super pretty colorway. Look at that. I mean, don't you love this? Oh, buy this. And this one, if it's not on sale, put it in your wish list at Spellbinders. She is worth it, especially if you want to explore going bigger cards. Glad I used it finally. She was waiting on me. She's like, hello, I've been here in your bin looking at you. Why aren't you using me? So this is a great little die set to use if you're interested in something like that. So pretty. And if you have recipients that would love this style of card, fabulous option. Here we go again with the spring reflection and that beautiful embossing folder spring burst. So there's the burst in the background with the florals blooming and then the birthday unboxing. Then I went with that yellow, purple, and blue. See, the yellows. Just play with your cardstock, and it doesn't take a lot. This is like pretty much little scraps of cardstock to keep cutting these out in colors. That's why you see me have so many left in here. Look at all the colors I have ready to go. I still have pinks and some yellows. These two are just from this kit. Spring reflection, large die of the month only. You can make beautiful cards alone, and then you just put some gems. I love these so much. Just don't know. Love, love, love. All right, so that's the large die of the month. My goodness, I think I spent like 15 minutes on that alone, right? But just so much option and play. So this one, out the gate winner. If you don't get it this month, It will be in the past kit club probably next month or the month after. If you don't, let's go into the small die of the month. That one I only played with here. For me, geometric shapes, I'm not a fast crafter anyway in general. So when you see me do those 4, that means it's because I played with it like how I told you. I had bases ready to go. That's why that one came to me like this. This one now is something that with the shapes, I have to sit and think. First time playing with it, I decided to go with this shape. It was either going to be this one or this one. Eventually, I want to get into these. There is an example of this, and I'll show it to you here. I believe it's this one in like a rainbow. And then when I looked at this, you guys should know what I thought of. If you've been watching my channel, Essential Diamonds. This drop-in has the exact floral arrangement that I love. The floral here and then that side view of a flower, burst, I don't know what you call it, but I love that profile. Turned like that. And then there are the same little star flowers there. And I decided to go all purples with green. And then that's the hydrangea embossing folder, hydrangea blooms. Okay. And here you're seeing again, green gems, brings in back the greens, silver gems on these little ones, and then gold mixed gems here. The only thing that took me time to do it was my mind in terms of the shape. But once I had a plan, oh, then it went like this. So I had actually cut out all the shapes, and notice I did not throw them out. I have them ready to go. So that one, hexagon. This one is the teardrop, I call it. This one, see, I can tell already that this will be 2 of that. This one looks like it will be 1 of the flowers and then some of the little stars. So see what I'm saying? There goes a star right there. Just the shape. I can tell by the shape after playing with it for a while. This is the small flowers, and then this is what I was using here. That is your little piece right here. That little piece is that little base of your bud. And even on the other ones I showed you, I put those in. Base of the bud. Same die is in the large die set too. Again, there it is. It's so pretty. It is straightforward. Just sometimes I get in my head, like when I see the shape and I'm like, what am I going to do with this shape? And then when I play with it, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that's what I was going to do with it. See? And then you just layer it up like that. And that's what you see there. And play with like how I did here. Fun. So it's that one and this one. So it's about 4 and 5 gives you that measurement to play. And then I just layered up the tile. You could do 3 of these, stack, 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 play. And if geometric shapes speak to you, definitely maximize this little die set. So she may be a small die of the month, but she is mighty in what she offers. Versatility, options, and again, you can choose one shape, you can mix and match your shapes. This would be a great set for just a particular person that this would not necessarily speak to them. That would. That's why I like something like this as well, because I like to have dies that not just talk to me, but would speak to the recipient. And I know there are certain crafters and friends that I have that this is nice, but they'd love that more. Or this is nice, but they don't like pink. They want this or they want that colorway. That's why it's always about variety in your stash. But these 2 die sets really help you to get there quickly. And so large die of the month, fabulous. Small die of the month, fabulous. All right, moving on. Lastly, let's talk about my Glimmer Hot Foil plate of the month. This one is tulip border, which I already gave you the measurement on. I'll give it to you again. I think it was under 5.5, right? Yep, under 5.5. So what I did, took an oversized panel, glimmered this. So this is white cardstock. I believe this is Hammermill cardstock, smooth cardstock. And then use the black opaque hot foil roll. And what I had originally planned when I had put that hope blooms, because I had this big panel and I had cut my strip of hot foil, I had a little extra. I just put the hope blooms there. I had intended to cut it out. But once I looked at the panel, I was like, wait a second, that looks like I actually might have done it straight. I think I'm leaving it. These both were done at the same time. I was just using up extra space. So that worked out for me. Now, what you're looking at on this Hammer mill cardstock. Because it's smooth cardstock, it can take alcohol markers. This now is all Olo markers. I finally got my little bases. Some of you probably saw my recent haul video where I ordered some extra bits to fill out a set. This is the purple tones that I ordered from Spellbinders. Here is 2 colors. This is R5.5 and R5.7. Don't ask me to say what that name is. Astibe, whatever. Reds. So I have these 2. So I ordered the rest to complete the set, and I finally printed out the chart. So these are all the Olo markers that I have now that I showed you from that haul, plus the ones from Spellbinders. And that's the colorway. So I filled it in with Peony and Dusty Rose, R5.1 and R5.3, all brush tip markers, okay? And then I got the connectors, and they're all ready to go, one into the other, okay? Color away. So this is no Copics. This is just me playing now with straight Olo. These are the 4 colors. I used the 4 colors on each one of them actually to get that blend. So then I also use the colorless blender if I went outside by accident or just to clean up. The greens. This one is YG 2.3 and YG 2.5. Love. Look how nice that is. And there is a light shading, but I love this bright, I don't know, it's a fun colorway. I'll list them below, the colors that I showed you here, but they are just so pretty. And then I took some silver mixed gems, both the solid and the crystal, and popped some gems around here and turned this into like a mini slimline. And no dies. Just cut a rectangle, and this also a rectangle, so just layer it up 3 times. I brought in these 2 shades of pink to come back to this. Love, and this is popped off of those 2 layers. And that's it. Easy, pretty, loving this tulip border. So pretty. Some people didn't even color it. They just use solid pink cardstock and then hot foil with whichever color they felt like, and then just put the sentiment and done. You don't have to color it, but I wanted to really play and color because I love tulips and just see how the markers work. What do you guys think? I think it worked out fabulous. Pretty. Hope blooms. Love. Alrighty, crafters. Check out the details below. Hope you love all my examples. They just went on and on. Especially the large die of the month. This one I'm going to revisit again because I think I just got into my mind about the shape and sort of, you know, stopped myself, which I really shouldn't have. I should have just kept on going just like this. Both of them fabulous. And this just pure fun, especially if you love tulips and you're looking for cards to make for Mother's Day, etc. This one is a fabulous one too. Alrighty, crafters. Until the next video, don't forget, embossing folders as well. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.